Hi everyone, it's Kez Magpie's YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about our lineups for tonight's game. The lineups came out Thursday night. Was too tired to do it. I thought I'd do it today and get my thoughts. I'll go through the team. I'll go through the ins and outs as well. On top of that. Now, the ins are Darcy Cameron, Finley Macrae, which I knew about Finley Macrae, Mark King, and there was someone else who was in. And Levi Greenwood comes into the side after being as a medical sub for last week and played out the game. Then we got Taylor Adams, which is injured, Brandon Sire, Mason Cox, and Will Hoskin Elliott. Now, Mason Cox, I think has been dropped. Will Hoskin Elliott's been managed. Now, I would have played Will Hoskin Elliott and Mason Cox. I think Darcy Cameron as a third tall inside 50 would have helped. Will Hoskin Elliott, he can go to Bulls, to anything as well. Now, for those who are return Magpies, please, welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, hello. And I hope you guys do like the video that I'm making, and like, comment, and subscribe. Now, with the ins and outs, because Levi Greenwood comes in as a medical sub, Brandon Sire has been omitted. Now, Finley Macrae would have came in for Taylor Adams, I would have thought. I think he'll be starting on the bench. Now, my thoughts was, because you have Mason Cox, you need someone on Jeremy McGovern, and you need someone on Brass, and a few on the other players as well. So I'll go through the side. So we got Craner, Rufford, and Maynard, Howe, Moore, and Keane. Now, Mark King came into this game, so I think with him playing defence, he played one game last year, gets his opportunity after playing in the practice match as well. Now, the VFL does start tomorrow, so I want to see him improve. Now, he played one game, as I said. He didn't really show too much out of that. Now, my guess would be, give him an opportunity to see what he can do. Play him a couple weeks, and if he's still in the future plans, why not with that? Now, Braden Maynard. Now, Willie Rioli is out. Liam Ryan is out, sorry. So he's injured for the West Coast Eagles. This gives him a great opportunity to really try and inspire his team as much to get the job done. Our defence is going to be under pressure with the 3 talls, so I assume you'll probably do that. At least with Jordan Rufford, Darcy Moore, and Jeremy Howe. Now, the midfield is John Noble, Penderbury, and Jack Cripps, with Brodie Grundy, Levi Greenwood, and Steele Sidebottom. Now, with Steele Sidebottom, I think he has to play. Levi Greenwood, I do agree. Now, Brodie Grundy is another one that has to lift up his game. But John Noble and Jack Cripps. Now, Jack Cripps, you could play him off the half-back flank, but in hindsight, if we play him out on the wing, see what he can do, should be able to get the job done. The half-forward line is DeGoey, Mychek, and Dacos, Josh Thomas, Darcy Cameron, and Callum Brown. Now, I would have dropped Josh Thomas. Even though he kicked the goal, probably saved his spot, but so could Will Hoskin. He kicked 2. You could have gave him that chance. I feel that if we are going to win, it's going to be an interesting challenge, because if we must perform well, why not do it through the midfield and the forward line as much as possible? I still think that we can win, even though I pick West Coast. We are a very good team travelling away in interstate, and Ross Lyon said himself, Under Buckley, for whatever some reason, we tend to travel well and we tend to turn up and win. Vice of the Optus Stadium last year, when people gave us no chance, we went on won that by a point. And that was a fucking good win for us. Same thing, I'm picking against my boys. I think that we have to win this game. So in hindsight, it's pretty good. Now we got Finley Macrae, Chris Mayne, Beau McCreary and Jack Madgen. Now I think at some point you play Jack Madgen across half back when he gets on. Played on the wing. If something's different, you can put him down in defence if you need to. I don't think you need to go too much tall in there. I think you can have Jack Madgen can do exactly that. Beau McCreary. It'll be interesting to see how he handles the heat because you're playing up against the West Coast Eagles side who will be without Shannon Hurn, but they've got some very good players that can probably come in and do their spot as well. Other than that, very good team so far, and you want to get the performance right as well. Trey Roscoe, Brendan Side, Tyler Brown and Mason Cox. Now, I don't think Mason Cox has travelled the team. I don't think they'll make him as a sub. I think they'll have to do, if anything, Trey Roscoe. He's a young kid. You can play him across that half-forward line. I was right that Levi Greenwood would be in the sub last week. Hats off to me to get that one right. The reason why I do say Trey Roscoe, even though he is young, but he can play that half-forward flank. You can play him out on the wing if you have to. If you have Mason Cox in, if a player does it, it's not like to like. So if a player gets injured in midfield, you want someone who can run around like a Braden Sire or Trey Roscoe if you need to, and you can make some adjustments as well when it comes down to it. So I think Buckley has surprised me, and the match committee has surprised me on what he can do. I think the midfield coach and the ruck coach is under a lot more pressure than anything else. Even though, yes, Buckley's the main guy, but you do need to have a look when you are critical of the boys. You have to have a look on how the team's going to perform. It's as simple as that. You must perform. If you're not performing in midfield clearances, may have lost a little bit of depth, but we still got some players there that can really play his role. Jack Madgen's playing most of it. Mark Hayne's another one. So we've got a bit of depth in that team. Now, Richmond have lost depth. Now, they won last night, in a big win, 86 points, which I wasn't expecting. I did pick St Kilda. And the reason why, because of it, St Kilda got that speed and pace, and they can put that tackling pressure on as well. So I think at some stage, we'll have to have a look. I'd rather get this tip wrong. I'm not going to change it because as soon as I change it, I know what's going to happen. But other than that, I think it's pretty fair to say that we are going to be under a lot more heat and under a lot more pressure as well, as much as anything. So, the ins and outs. Look, I don't mind it. Manage Will Hoskin-Elliott if he's training the VFL. I would have dropped him not last week, but the week before. Josh Thomas is one that I probably would have dropped more than anything. But Will Hoskin-Elliott can certainly jump at balls and perform when he needs to, and actually bring the ball to ground so he can bring that crumbing pressure. Job is on the line tonight. 1-3. I think it will be 1-4. And we'll see how we go with that. So, look, it's Taylor Adams. I knew he was going to be out because he was injured. Braden Sire. Mason Cox. As I've spoken about, it's not really a surprise. I would have played Mason Cox because he can bring that ball to ground. He doesn't need to kick 5 goals every game. But you know what? The coaching staff thought, well, he hasn't shown enough form. Yeah, I tend to do agree, but you can kick those couple goals a game if he has to perform. He played really well against West Coast last time. Sometimes it is our midfield to forward connection. Hopefully we get something going tonight as well. I will be barracking for it. I will be wearing my Collingwood jersey, so you'll see me if we do get a win. Hopefully that we do tend to play well. I hope you guys do like this video. Like, comment and subscribe. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your neighbours. Go the Pies. Big game. And see you until next time.